What if I told you that you could build your future in your mind, just like an architect designs a house? Well, today, we're breaking down a really powerful technique inspired by the work of Neville Goddard that shows you exactly how to do that. And we're not going to waste time with abstract theories. We are getting straight to the practical steps. So let's just cut right to the chase, right? Can your mind, your imagination, actually change the physical facts of your life? Well, according to the framework we're diving into today, the answer isn't just yes, it's absolutely. The entire technique really hinges on this fascinating thing about our brains. See, your brain has a hard time telling the difference between a real memory and a vividly imagined one. It fires up a lot of the same neural pathways, and that is the secret key we are going to use. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on here. We're skipping all the fluff and just zeroing in on two fundamental keys and a super simple action plan. By the end of this, you are going to have a practical toolkit you can literally start using tonight. You know, this whole method really just boils down to two things. Think about it like you're building something big. You need a detailed blueprint for what you're building, and then you need the fuel to actually power the construction. Let's break down what that means for your mind. So here they are. Your imagination is the blueprint. That's the mental movie of your goal already being a done deal. And your attention, well, that's the fuel. That's your ability to consistently focus on that one movie without changing it. It sounds simple, but getting these two to work together, that's the secret to the whole thing. Okay, so let's start with key number one, the blueprint. This is where we figure out how to create that perfect little movie inside your head. Now, here's the crucial part. This is not just daydreaming. It's an active process. You're experiencing the end result as if it's already a fact, right now. You're not wishing for it. You're not hoping for it. You are mentally living in the reality where it is already a done deal. And you can start building this blueprint like right now. Try the sticky note picture. Just draw a simple symbol of your goal. Or use the phone background trick. Find a photo that screams, "It's done." A really powerful one is the touch memory. I mean, actually feel the keys to your new car in your hand, or the texture of that diploma. Just a few seconds is all it takes to make it feel real. Now, just as important are the things to avoid. First, do not try to figure out how it's all going to happen. That's not your job. Your job is the what, not the how. Second, always imagine from a first-person view. You're seeing through your own eyes, not watching a movie of yourself. And finally, try to quiet that little voice in your head. The real power here is in the feeling, not in thinking about the feeling. Okay, so a blueprint is just a plan. To bring it to life, you need energy. That brings us to key number two, the fuel. This is all about your focused attention and how you stick to that scene you've created. So the goal of using this fuel, your attention, is to replay your scene so many times that it actually starts to feel, well, kind of normal. You want it to lose that exciting, sparkly future dream feeling, and instead feel as real and matter-of-fact as a memory of what you ate for breakfast. So how do you build this attention muscle? Easy. You just sneak it into your day. The classic method is what's called SATS, or state akin to sleep. Basically, you just replay your scene as you're drifting off to sleep. Or you could link it to something you already do, like while you're having your morning coffee. My personal favorite, though, is the red light trick. Every single stoplight is your cue to run your 3-second mental movie. Easy, right? So we have our blueprint and we have our fuel. Now, let's put it all together into a simple 4-step action plan that makes this whole thing real. Here's the whole process. Step 1, be crystal clear. Pick just one goal and create a 3-second scene that implies it's done. Step 2, imagine. That drowsy state right before you fall asleep, that's the perfect time. Step 3, repeat. And this is so important. It has to be the exact same mental clip every single time. And finally, step 4, let it go. Once you've done the work, you have to trust it. Stop checking for results. And this analogy for that final step is just perfect. It's like putting a cake in the oven. If you keep opening the door to check on it, it's never going to bake right. You do the work in your imagination, and then you have to trust that the process is working. Leave it alone. And to make it even easier, here's a sample 7-day starter plan. It eases you into it, starting with just picking your goal and then slowly adding the exercises. But look at day 7. Do nothing. Trust. That whole letting go part is so critical, it gets its own day of practice. All right, let's quickly tackle 2 of the most common problems people run into when they first try this out. These two things come up all the time, and the solutions are really simple. First, what if I'm not a visual person? I can't see pictures. No problem at all. Focus on the other senses. What would you feel? What would you hear? Honestly, the feeling is way more important than the picture. Second, my mind keeps wandering off. Totally normal. The key is to just gently restart your scene. No frustration, no judgment, just start again. And this is the mindset you need to have. Every single time you catch your mind wandering and you bring it back, that is not a failure, that's a win. You're literally doing a rep at the gym for your focus muscle. Every restart is a success. So, after all these steps and all these techniques, what's the one thing that really makes this whole process work? It's not about how sharp the pictures are, it's not about the words you use. Just like the title says, the feeling is the secret. This specific feeling is what's called the wish fulfilled. And it's not excitement or desperation. It's that quiet, calm, satisfying feeling you'd get if your goal were already done. Think about the feeling of relief after you've achieved something. Your job is to create that feeling before it ever happens in the real world. See, it's not loud, it's not anxious, it's just a deep, quiet, confident knowing. It's an internal feeling that you can sum up with this one simple thought. Yeah, this is mine. So we've walked through the blueprint, the fuel, and the action plan. The only thing left to do is to actually put it to work. So I'll leave you with one final question to take you from just learning this to actually doing it. What 3-second scene that implies your wish is already fulfilled will you choose tonight?